Welcome back again to the kitchen, people. Alright, for this one, I'm gonna be doing stew peas. So this is pig's tail. I'm gonna be using some stew peas, pig's tail stew peas. Alright, so I've already prepared the meat. So they come basically in this size. So I didn't even have to cut them up more. Alright, so if you want, you can cut yours up smaller or larger, but I recommend these size. But these size go well for me. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, the peas was on the pot, was on the fire. So the peas, what I did, I'm using round red peas, and I cook them like 80% or 70% of the way. Alright, so the reason for that is I'm gonna be adding the pig's tail in the peas. So, but before that, I'm gonna add these into some water and boil them for put it to a boil and let it boil some more for 5 minutes. You don't want to overboil it, and the reason for boiling it is because you don't want it to be too salty. This is very salty as it is right now, so you have to boil out some of the salt, but not too much, because the whole reason for the salt, well, that's the whole purpose for the pig's tail stew peas. The salt in it give it the good flavor. So I'm gonna boil it and come back forward. That sounds good. I'll boil it and come forward. Alright, back again. So far the pig's tail has been it's coming up to a boil now. So once it start boiling some more, or bubbles actually popping out, I'm gonna give it 5 minutes of complete boil time. Like I said, you don't want to overboil it to boil out too much of the salt. Alright, so just gonna give it 5 more minutes now. So it's coming to a boil now. So 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna pour the water off. And what I'm gonna do after I finish this, like I said, I'm gonna transfer it to the peas, and I have it both of them pressure. So the peas pressure is 80%, 70% of the way already. So I'm gonna add this into it, the pig's tail into it, and let them finish pressure together. Alright, so for the seasoning, when it finished pressure now, I'm gonna add some seasoning to it. So I'm gonna pressure it with a little bit of scallion. I don't want to get mixed up. Last time I call this thyme and I call this scallion, and I've gotten a lot of bash for it, so not getting mixed up this time. So scallion, thyme, right? And I'm gonna also put some dumpling. I'm gonna need some spinners, some little spinners like a finger, and put inside it. So I will do all of that. You see all of that coming up. Alright, so be back shortly. Oh, and for those of you who are saying, oh, you have to seize them on the counter, on the dirty counter. The counter clean. Always clean the counter. Dettol, clean and fresh. So it's clean. The counter and the plate clean the same way. So they wash already, clean up already, so I cut them up when we reach that stage. Alright. So this is boiling up, so the next 3 more minutes should be good. Alright, so the pig's tail are finished now. So what I'm gonna do, I'll turn them on the stove under that, under the peas. So I'm gonna now transfer them. So I pour off the water already, so I'm gonna now transfer it inside this. Right. Just like this. Give it a stir. So this is now the peas and the pig's tail, and I am also gonna add a piece of scallion to it, and not too much, piece of scallion. So I'm gonna just put a tear like that. I have to be using one hand, so just like that. And a piece of thyme. Give it a break. And add it in like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna stir this up. I have some blend season that I have in the fridge. Alright, so this is some of the season that I have blend for the last time that I did the bake video. So I'm just well, this stew beef, you can't have no salt in it because it's actually salty already, so you can't have no powder season too much to it. So this is some blend up season that I have blend up season, like blend stuff like this, so it's not salty. So I'm gonna add a few, maybe 2 teaspoons in it with the flavor. This is optional. I use it. I'm doing this because I want to do it, so you don't have to do this. Alright, I'm gonna give it another stir again, and I'm gonna cover it up just like that and let it cook. So after this is finished cook, I'm gonna come back. So give it a few and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've reached a stage right now. I'm doing a check. So alright, this have been pressuring for roughly 30 minutes and it's coming good. Let me check the peas. Alright, so nobody said me nasty. I'm gonna put it back in it. So the peas pressure down. So everything. Let me check the meat. And the meat also is alright. So everything is cooked at this point. So the meat is cooked, peas is cooked, the peas are cooked. So what else I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna take the spoon. I'm gonna try and crush some of the peas. Just doing a crush. So just pass the spoon along the way and kind of give some of the peas a little crush. Alright. This will help it give it some body. And also, to me, a better flavor and a better texture to the stew peas. So I'm just crushing some of the peas here. Not everything, some of them. Crush some of them together. Going through and crushing them. Alright, so with that now, I'm gonna be adding these. So I have prepared these. So the scallion and the thyme, I have just taken the leaves off for the thyme. I don't want too much stick inside it. So, and I have some onions and I have a piece of ginger and 2 pieces of pepper. So I'm gonna add this to it, just like that. I'm gonna use my spoon, my fork rather. Nobody ever bash me down, so I don't know spoon from a fork. And I'm gonna give this a stir. Alright, just like that. Alright, so, and I also have coconut milk. This is very important. So if you don't put coconut milk in your stew peas, it don't make no sense. So coconut milk, what I do is that I mix up some coconut powder in some warm water And now I'm gonna pour it in. Just pour it out like that. Alright. And I'm gonna give it a stir. Mix well. Mix that in. Already it smells very lovely. It smells nice. Smells wonderful, guys. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna use a different. I'm not gonna put back the pressure cover on it, so I'm gonna allow it to do the regular stew. So I'm gonna leave that and let it boil. Let it come to a boil and give it like 10 minutes worth of boil. And after that, I'm gonna knead the spinners and put inside it. I don't want to put inside it yet. I need it to boil on some more for a little more body. And I put a few spinners inside and give it another, say, 8 minutes or so, 10 minutes, and everything should be simmered down. So I'll be back when that is so. Alright, so what I'm having with my stew peas, some rice, some white rice. So I just have some butter inside, some chiffon butter, thyme, and a piece of pepper, and some salt. That's all you need. You don't need a whole heap of excitement to go on your white rice. I don't even like to use scallion and white rice. When I cook rice on peas, I go crazy, but regular white rice, then if you get all crazy over a place, I had everything to eat. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. Eating. You can have dumpling if you want, but for me, my own preference, I rather rice, stew peas and rice. This has been going now. Going on for about 5 minutes now. So I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes of boil. I wanna add some black pepper to it. Regular black pepper that I purchased at the shop. It's not a fancy black pepper in a fancy bottle. Same thing inside it. Just like an egg, you have a white egg, you have a brown egg. Same thing inside the egg. Same yolk, same egg white. So it's the same black pepper. Alright, so this is getting thick. So that's what I want. So I want to give it 5 more minutes. And then I had as a matter of fact, I'm gonna prepare them right now and put it inside the spinners and put it inside. Alright guys, so I've had the spinners in it, so this is the last one. So they are this size, not very large, and I've had them inside it. So I've made around 15 spinners. Alright, so I have them in. I'm gonna have this sit now for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna check to see how thick it is. If it's not thick enough the way I want it, is a remedy I can use, but if it's not, doesn't need that, don't have to. Alright, so I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes and then I'll check it back. Okay, so rice is coming up. Okay, what I want to mention is whenever you're cooking the rice, guys, when you wash it, you want to wash it very thoroughly. Wash it a few times to ensure. Just wash it until you see the water is clear. And the reason for that is you want to have, unless you like your rice very sticky, but washing the rice until the water gets clear help the rice not to stick to each other. It gives it a bit like a more shellier finish, so it stick less when it washed till the water is clear. And you check your rice when you put the water in to start cook. If it's supposed to level, the rice is supposed to be level in the bottom, and it's supposed to halfway and the teaspoon touching the rice like this, so you have the right amount of water inside it, just like that. And then you cover it up and you let it boil. And you turn it down when it's coming down to a simmer. Alright guys, this is coming up. Check your back shortly. Alright guys, so it has come to an end for the stew. Thick-tail stew peas. So this is what I am looking for. Don't know what you guys are looking for. This is what I am looking for. This is perfect. Perfect, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the heat on this. I don't want it to get down no more. Alright. But this is perfect. Perfect. So when the rice is finished, I'm gonna dish it out and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I've shaken out some of the rice. So this is it now. Yeah, nice. Lovely. Lovely, guys. This is lovely. Lovely, nice texture. Nice thickness. Nice thickness. So, and it smells really good. Let me see. Taste piece right here. Look at that. It's really good. So hope you guys enjoy this, as well as I'm going to be enjoying this. Alright, and I want to say thanks to you guys who have been supporting the channel. Fairly new, fairly young channel, but to all the persons who are supporting it, I want to say thanks. And hope you guys keep watching, because I'll be having giveaways when I reach to 1,000 subscribers. So hope you guys subscribe and continue supporting the channel. So until next time, peace.